World War I was not just a war between countries, it was the moment that changed the direction of human history forever. It began in 1914 and lasted until 1918, but its effects are still felt even today. Europe at that time was divided into powerful groups called alliances. On one side were the Allies, including Britain, France, and Russia. On the other side were the Central Powers, including Germany, Austria, Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Tensions had been growing for years because of competition for land power and political control. Every nation wanted to be stronger than the rest, and they were building massive armies, weapons, and war plans in preparation for a future conflict. The real spark that started the war happened on June 28, 1914, when Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary, was assassinated in Sarajevo by a young nationalist named Gavrilo Princip. This one event triggered a deadly chain reaction. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. Russia supported Serbia. Germany supported Austria-Hungary, and soon almost all of Europe was dragged into a massive global conflict. At the beginning, many people believed the war would be short and glorious. Soldiers marched into battle with pride and dreams of honor. But the reality became dark, violent, and horrifying. The war introduced terrifying new technologies like machine guns, tanks, poison gas, military airplanes, and long-range artillery weapons that could destroy entire armies in minutes. Men did not die in thousands, but in millions. On the Western Front, long trenches were dug across hundreds of miles. Soldiers lived inside these trenches for weeks and months, surrounded by thick mud rats, disease, lice, broken bodies, and constant explosions. Every second could be their last. Soldiers went over the top, running toward enemy fire, knowing most of them would never return. Entire lands turned into graveyards, and still the war carried on without a clear winner. While Europe was burning, the war expanded to Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. Colonies were forced to send soldiers into a war that was not theirs. Families were destroyed, cities were bombed, and the world was drowning in blood, pain, and fear. In 1917, the United States of America finally entered the war because German submarines attacked American ships and tried to form an alliance with Mexico. This decision completely changed the direction of the war. Fresh American soldiers' supplies, weapons, and energy gave new power to the Allied side. Slowly, the Central Powers began to weaken. Austria, Hungary collapsed, the Ottoman Empire surrendered, and Germany, exhausted, hungry, and defeated, had no choice left. On November 11, 1918, Germany signed the armistice, and the guns finally went silent. But the peace that followed did not bring true healing. Germany was blamed for the entire war through the harsh Treaty of Versailles. It was forced to lose land, pay massive penalties, and limit its military. German people felt humiliated, angry, and broken. This anger later gave rise to Adolf Hitler, which would eventually lead to an even more destructive war. World War I killed more than 16 million people, soldiers, civilians, children, families. Entire generations disappeared. It destroyed powerful empires, changed borders, created new countries, and reshaped the political map of the